CatSynth TV.
Hey everybody, CatSynth TV here, and we are in line for Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi. We'll be back after the film. Okay, so we're back after the film, and wow, there's a lot to process here. So this video is going to be a little bit different from the previous ones, a bit longer, and there will be spoilers. So I should start with a bit of context. I grew up with the original trilogy, having seen Episode IV in 1977, and I played with the action figures for many years afterwards. Additionally, and this is perhaps a bit contrary to prevailing Star Wars fandom, I liked the prequels. Why? Because it was an original storyline and original settings. We see the hubris of the Jedi Order and the political corruption and effectiveness of the Republic, and how those factors led to the establishment of the Empire. Plus, I like the urban setting of Coruscant and the diverse planets they created. I was hoping for the new trilogy to pick up those threads with the establishment of the New Republic. Instead, with Episode VII, we essentially have a rehash of the original film with a new Rebel Alliance and a new Empire that builds an even bigger Death Star with exactly the same flaw. Which brings us, finally, to Episode VIII. I have very mixed feelings about this film. First, it was too long, too sprawling, too many side plots. I agree with many other reviewers that the entire Rose and Finn plot could have been left out without affecting the rest of the movie. But I do disagree with others' deep dislike of the casino scene. It was an homage to Mos Eisley and the Cantina that was central to my first experience of Star Wars. I couldn't help notice how much Rose's line resembled Obi-Wan's. Plus, I liked seeing people that are outside the Rebels or First Order just doing whatever it is they do, whether arms dealing, gambling, or cleaning stables. In some sense, it was the closest thing we got to the missing New Republic setting that I wanted for Episode VII. The time spent on the Rose and Finn side adventure, along with the interminably long space battle scenes and Poe's machismo side plot, meant that there was far less time to develop what was the most important and most potentially interesting sub-story, Rey and Luke on ahch-to. It started off well, including Luke's dismissive tossing of Anakin's lightsaber, and seeing Luke as a broken older man was appropriate. The decline of the hero and the passing on to the next generation. But then it kept not going anywhere. Luke starts to expound on the hubris and orthodoxy of the Jedi Order and why it should come to an end. But then they didn't follow up and delve into this, arguably the most important aspect of the Star Wars mythology. They touch on Rey's raw, untamed power and vulnerability, and that she might have some of the dark side in her. And they even set up her own Dagobah moment with the infinite mirror thing, but then it just fizzles out. She neither transcends the dark within her, nor comes to a new understanding of balance. Even the touching reunions of Luke with Chewie and R2-D2 seemed rushed. And the visit from Yoda, while welcome and fun, upon reflection felt like, okay, let's get this Luke Skywalker and Jedi mythology thing over with. Same for Luke's death scene. Yes, I expected him to ultimately transcend his corporeal existence and become a Force ghost, either in this movie or Episode IX, but it was rushed and played down, and the whole projection thing was a bit disappointing. It would be better to have Luke physically go to Crate and emerge unscathed from the bombardment of the walkers. It would have showcased both how powerful he had become, how dangerous this was, and it would fit with his whole retreat from life. Kylo Ren's story was better handled than the others, pushing the character and his arc along in interesting ways. This starts with Snoke telling him to lose the ridiculous mask because it serves no purpose, and losing the prop emphasizes that he is not Darth Vader. He has raw power in the dark side, of course, but he is conflicted, temperamental, undisciplined, and immature. I did like how the connection with Rey softened him a bit, and killing Snoke and fighting the Praetorian Guards together with Rey was a good scene, especially because they then turned it around and had him take over as the new Supreme Leader, a job we all know he is grossly unqualified for. I thought they would extend the moral ambiguity to Rey as well in that moment, and it would have made a great setup for Episode IX to do so, but ultimately they didn't go there. So in the end, yes, this was an entertaining movie, and probably a lot of fun for many, especially those who are now the same age I was when I first saw Episodes IV and V. But the standalone entertainment came at the expense of the Star Wars mythology and characters, both the original beloved characters and the new ones like Rey. There is, of course, a lot more one could discuss from this movie and its overall place in the Star Wars universe. But this is all that time permits. Please do let us know your thoughts, including points you would like to see addressed in a follow-up video. Thanks for watching. Check out more at www.catsynth.com, and please subscribe to CatSynth TV.
Oh, hi, kitty.